If you feel stuck in your own head, second guessing every little move, understand this: you're not just indecisive, you're killing your own confidence. Every time you hesitate, every time you stop yourself from doing what's right, you weaken yourself. I know this because I've lived it. I'd stall on everything, I'd always procrastinate, whether it was talking to the girls I found attractive, or even something stupid and small like picking a place to eat. And the more I hesitated, the more I hated myself. I felt anxious, invisible, fucking useless, and it felt like no matter what I did, I'd always be stuck making no progress. But here's the harsh truth: confidence doesn't come from waiting until you feel ready. It comes from making a decision, owning it, and taking action and moving forward. And so that's the first step. If you want to stop overthinking, you have to be intentional with your decisions, knowing what you want. I lived most of my life having vague ideas, not having a clear, intentional goal in mind. I sort of had a general idea on what I wanted to do in life. I knew I wanted to be in front of the camera, make some content, or, maybe be an actor, or maybe do YouTube. Like, I never decided. And I think most young adults go through this problem, We're constantly on our phones scrolling for hours, and we live in such a fast-paced environment with the internet as well and social media. There's so many things that we feel like we have to be a part of, that we have to be in tune of. And I think what this has taught us is for us to not be intentional with like a singular goal or a singular thought or a singular mission in our lives. What's helped me become even more productive and confident with myself lately was just being decisive with my decisions. I think a part of me, because of my ADHD, I love to like look at all the different options and alternatives. Like if I go to a restaurant, I look at all the different menus, and I'd always like bring it down to like 2, and I'd always like go back and forth. But that causes just so much unnecessary like stress, and it drains a lot of energy out of you as well. I think the best things in life is just being firm on your decisions and going with that. And if it ends up being the wrong decision anyway, you can reiterate and you can change and you can learn from that. And you wouldn't have wasted so much time on just picking a decision when you would have learned so much more by just picking a decision and going with it. So whatever you have going on in life right now, if it's your goals or any pursuits, or if you're ever in a situation where you have to decide and you find yourself overthinking, just hold yourself for a moment there and understand that overthinking between multiple decisions and multiple different actions or things you got to do right now, it's causing no positive benefits for yourself. And so it's much better for you to just pick a singular task or goal or whatever thing that's in front of you right now and just go for it and just fully trust in that decision. And that's step number 2 as well. Once you've become decisive and you made a decision in your life, you have to believe in that. You have to trust that decision, and having that self-belief, having that confidence to move forward with the decision you've made for yourself, it's going to help you focus on that goal as well. And, in my life, when it came time to go on dates or do activities with my girl, I'd always be weighing up different options. And whenever I would finally after 20-30 minutes of deliberating, I'd go for that option, I'd do that activity, I'd do that hobby with her. And then if there was any singular moment where I felt bad or I felt off, I'd always just regret the decision I made. And I think there I'd be in a negative thought loop. I'd be like, oh, I should never have done this. Why did I decide to go here? The other option would have been so much more better. But again, that provides nothing for you in life. I think if you've made a decision, you have to believe in that decision and make the best out of it as well, because you're going to learn so much from those experiences. So after you've decided on what you want to do and you have full faith and belief in that thing, in that outcome, you have to take action. You have to go out there and prove to yourself that you made the right decision. Instead of telling yourself when one negative thing happens, oh, I should never have done that, or the other option sounded a lot more nice after you've encountered one small setback. You have to prove yourself right. You can't let yourself be in a negative thought loop or regret any decisions. And when you finally go forward with your decisions and start to finally see positive outcomes from that decision as well, it's going to help you reconfirm your own decisions, and it's going to help you trust yourself a little more as well. It's going to help you get used to making decisions on the spot and not being there just overthinking all your decisions and all your thoughts. Alright, so hopefully that was useful. If you want more help on becoming confident within your identity, click the link in the description. It's going to help you out and become the version of yourself that you've always dreamt to be. It is I, Tony fucking Lee.